Hello, my lovelies. We're here with the last episode of the Asylum Challenge because at the end of the episode last time, Babs froze to death. I did not expect that. I did not expect that at all. Like, in the beginning, when there was nowhere for people to sleep, when there was nowhere for people to, like, rest, when we were down a whole bunch of, words when we were down a whole bunch of like needs and interests based stuff, like that would have been different, but I did not expect for only one death at the very end, unless we manage to kill Douglas today. I mean, that's always possible. Like, I'm not gonna try to, but it could happen. Okay, buddy, why don't you use the John? Let's flush this John on you after Babs for the last time. At least she'll probably give us lots of things to repair to fill the time, because we can't go anywhere and for another 12 hours. I mean, for some of these things, we could probably do them with people who are wandering around in the area, but it is the wrong time of day for that. We're a little sleepy. Let's go to bed to run up the clock. Oh my gosh, it's gonna properly do the speeding stuff because we're the only sim alive. Aww, we made that snow pal trying to get one of our neighbors to freeze to death. It didn't work, but we did it. Oh, let me know in the comments if you guys want to do a remodel of this build now that it doesn't have to be old and creepy, or just re-old and creepify it without the requirements of the challenge being involved. Yes, we will pay our bills when we get up. I would love to go to the lounge, Cletus, but I can't. Okay. Alright, first, we're gonna tend the garden. We literally have nothing to do for like 6 hours. Why don't you go steal somebody's money? No, today's cuppa is roasted chestnut by T-Source. This one is a favorite of mine. It is... So, for the ingredients, it starts with black tea, and then it specifies yerba mate and green tea. So, I am guessing that they're specifically referring to the fact that they're using both a South American and an Asian strain, because technically all tea is native to Asia, but yerba mate is a very similar plant. I don't know how evolutionary similar, but it's like in terms... Oh, do I have stuff to claim? Cool, I got a new little clock thing. There is an event going on. It is just a check-in event. Like, you don't have to do gameplay elements. Just a little bit sad for me because I just made a family specifically just to do event things with, because I thought it was funny. But anyway, so they've got specifically the South American plant and the Asian plant, and then it just says natural and artificial flavors. But I don't know if they're doing like hazelnut husks. I don't know if they're doing like hazelnut, oils or such, but it is utterly delicious. Okay, we have 1 hour to kill. Why don't you finish doing the hacking that you were doing? Let's just see what we can finish of the things that we started. If nothing else, it will just give us time. It'll kill the time between when we can leave the house. Can we take Babs's ghost? We cannot, because she's a wandering ghost. And to Tomarong we go. Actually, let's go to the lounge because we have to use a squat toilet, and I don't know if there is an accessible one through that park. Alright, we have 5 hours to get through this list. Okay, is there a shrine? There does not appear to be one. Let's use a Tomarani introduction. Can we introduce yourself? Yes, we do not know Titania Summer Dream. I don't think I've ever seen her human form before. Oh, we need to, Tomarani, introduce ourselves to 3 Sims. Oh, she doesn't care for us. Hey, it's Cynthia! Oh, we already know you because we tried to murder you. We don't know you. We can introduce ourselves to you. Maybe? And Tomorani, introduction to you. Because we need to meet a sim with a child with a village trait. Alright, let's head upstairs and use a squat toilet. And then I think that's all we can do at the lounge, and then we'll move on to the other venue. Alright, you're all... Oh, we needed to use it 3 times. Keep at it, sir. This aspiration is designed for someone who lives in Tomarong. Alright, let's move it right along and go to the night market. Because we need to leave an offering at a spirit house. There's one in one of these houses' backyards that I think we can access without traveling to that house. If there isn't one in this park. And then we can just introduce ourselves to local Sims. Tomarani introduction. Cheerful introduction. And while you're doing that, is there a shrine? I dost not see one. Head over here. And while you're doing that, I'll just keep shrine hunting, I guess. There's one. Okay, I would have to travel to that lot. So let's try to... Let's try to find a sim with that trait. We'll just introduce ourselves to everyone. At least we're not trying to murder them this time. Ooh, let's introduce ourselves to the people working the stalls. Hi. Respectful introduction. Respectful introduction. I think. Friendly introduction. Friendly introduction. Friendly introduction. We're just gonna keep introducing ourselves to people. Because there's no way to know. Because, like, even, like, the local Tomarani people might not have that trait. Oh, I think she's one of the base townies for this area. Oh, but we already know her. It doesn't matter. Come on, somebody's got to have this trait. Oh, shoot, we have to go home. Sorry, Douglas. We'll try the night market again tomorrow. Technically midnight to 5 a.m. we can leave the lot to do foragey things. We could forage for Sims with that trait. Ugh, this weather is awful. Let's keep working on that virus. We've got nothing better to do. That's what's doing stuff to our reputation, is all the hacking. But how does anybody know it's us? We have positive moodlets for Babs's death instead of grief. That's actually kind of hilarious. Oh, tomorrow's Winterfest. We'll go have some cottage pie. By the time I finish eating, it should be about time to get back on the road. I do believe that just our not being home is affecting Babs' ability to break our stuff. I admit I expected a lot more broken appliances from Miss Babsula. Alright, that's 6 o'clock. Let's hit the road. I think this time we'll travel to that house so we can use their spirit shrine, and then we'll move on to the night market to introduce ourselves to people. Right, it's apartments. The pack that gave us Toberong was for rent. It's deeply broken. Like, the gameplay aspects of it are still unplayable literally years later. Right. We will just sneak into their backyard and leave some fruit at the spirit shrine. Alright, now we need to meet a sim with this child of the village trait. Alright, let's introduce ourselves. And hopefully we'll just run into somebody with the trait. Here's hoping we meet someone sooner rather than later, and I don't end up having another 6.5 hour recording session. So the guy coming to us. Who is that? That looks like somebody from the werewolf pack. Alright, friendly introduction to you. And we'll just keep friendly introducing ourselves until we meet somebody with the trait we need. I admit I do not like the stuff you have absolutely no control over. Come on. I already know you. Let's Tomarani introduce ourselves to that guy. Apparently, he's feeling flirty. Who are you? You know what? Let's try this guy. This is taking forever. Yeah, we can dislike emotional decision makers. You know what? There's the lot we logged in on. We can't knock on the door. Let's visit this unit and see if anybody there. I mean, we did load into their house. That'll take about the time we have left. Part of me is like, this is kind of a creepy, crazy thing to do, to just knock on people's door in the middle of the night. And then I'm like, we are playing a literal crazy person. Tomarani introduction. This is not a terrible lot. I kind of like it. Well, he doesn't have the trait. Let's go home. Okay, cool. It's not a blizzard. Are there any neighbors about who could randomly have the child of the village trait? Potentially. Yeah, I don't see anybody. And we're not allowed to travel so we can't, like, go knock on doors. I guess go to bed, my man. You're not actually tired, but it'll make the clock run. Oh, that's right. It is a holiday. Well, let's see what we can do holiday-wise. Then why not? Let's light a candle for Babs. Hey ho to Babsula. As I finish this challenge that you are now spared from. May you rest in peace. Even though we hated each other, you awful bitch. Alright, let's cook. Let's just get the grand meal out of the way. How do our choices look? Oh, that looks quite nice. Yes, we did well.
Oh, Cardu.
He's so happy to be alone for the holiday. I cannot remember if you have to call yourself to a grand meal for it to count. Do we have a tree? I can't remember if I let us get a tree. Oh, good, we do. Of course, we're going to do the purple swatch. Alright. Open present.
Oh. Oh. Yips. Oh.
Oh, we got another easel.
Yips.
Good for us.
Oh, yes.
Now, what do we do for the next 6 hours?
Ah.
Oh, that was almost perfectly timed. We'll play a concerto, and it should be time to head out. Like, we're gonna miss Father Christmas, but that's fine. We got 4 out of the 5 requirements. Alright. Back to the park with you, sir. Have we met you? We have. Have we met you? We have. How does no one have this trait? If we have to, we'll travel to the lounge. We'll give it like till like 7-ish. I believe we already know you. We already know you. There's so many Sims that we already know. Okay, friendly introduction. Alright, I don't see anybody else besides those 2. Alright, let's go to the lounge. Why do none of these Sims have this trait? This is kind of frustrating. Oh shoot, we have to go home. It's after midnight. Sorry, Douglas. That's on me. I meant it when I said that this aspiration was going to be a pain in the butt. Alright, go to bed. I don't think Santa will have spawned here. Oh, wow. You're not feeling so hot, so actually I'm going to have you use the bathroom and get some dinner first. Hey, Babs. Hey, girl. Nice to see you. I am sad that I never got to do her makeover. Oh my gosh, she's fixing the radio. I expected her to destroy stuff. I really did. Another beautiful day in the asylum. With naught to do. Maybe we can build a skill. Our logic's almost done. Let's just work on that. Okay, I'm going to pick a bar that has a TV in it this time. Because we can introduce ourselves to people anywhere. And this way we can do the season premiere on top of introducing ourselves to Sims. Alright, let's... Oh, right, I got rid of the TV on this lot. There was a TV on this lot. Let's put it back. Because I wanted them to stop watching TV and do what I wanted them to do. Oh, Ash Harjo, she's not going to have that trait. Granditch's Cordelia's not going to have that trait. This is kind of getting nuts. Okay, Nigel isn't going to have that trait. I know what pack he's from. No, not the cooking channel. We want to watch the season premiere. Kayla Fleming. Yeah, you're too famous for us to ask. You're not going to have it. You're from Enchanted by Nature. Alright, that's season premiere at least. Are you seriously taking pictures of her in the bathroom? Let's go to the bathroom. By then it'll be time for us to go home. Drat. I almost wish we could skip ahead. Like just open up the next tier and get started on those things while we're introducing ourselves to everybody. I'm going to do a quick Google for that trait. Just to see if I can try to hunt up the townies that have it. Okay, 3 townies automatically have it. Alright, I'm going to go into Manage Worlds and see if I can find one of these 3 Sims for when we go out tonight. Maybe we can just go to their residence. Does that feel cheaty face? Yes, but we've done this 3 nights in a row and they only made 3 townies that automatically have this trait. So there's a very real chance that there are no Sims currently that have this trait if I can't find them. Oh, manage households. Oh gosh, that household is just a horse. Okay, Kaya Putri is one of the names. Let's look at this household. So that one has died. Because of neighborhood stories, they could live anywhere. And they could also have died. Because we've been playing in this save for a while. And it looks like Venetia Kayaputri is dead. So I'm going to say if I can't find the Song household, or I'm going to put these in alphabetical order. So we're looking for the Bunmas and the Songs. Björksen, Bolden, Bunsha, Bunma. Is Nin Bunma still a member of this family? So we have Eliza, Edith, Kaylee, Corbin, and Kamari. Alright, so Nin Bunma is not part of that family. Are there any other Bunma families? No. Okay. The other last name, according to Google, was Song. And there is no Song household anywhere in the world. So there is a very real chance that there are no Sims currently with the Child of the Village trait, because it's up to RNGesus now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip the coin. And if the coin is heads, then I'm going to cheat this aspiration milestone. And if it's tails, we keep hunting. And that is heads. I'm going to take a picture this time to prove it. Like, for the other one, I didn't care. But this time, I'm going to be, like, up and up. So we are going to cheat this aspiration milestone. Because there is a very, very real possibility that there isn't currently a sim. Because even with a full pack, there was only 3 sims. Okay, so we need to cook Tamarani cuisine. We need to buy a shirt at the night market. We need to buy food at the night market. We do need to purchase a pressure cooker. That is in miscellaneous appliances. Alright, there's only one pressure cooker. Its base color, so this is the worst one. And its base color already matches our kitchen. Let's go waste some food. Let's cook some coconut rice. Coconut rice is seriously delicious. I have made coconut rice. My friends and I do a monthly ingredient gaming group where we pick an ingredient and we cook. Last month was apricot. The current month is cream. I'm going to try to make clotted cream. I keep trying to make clotted cream and the texture isn't right. And you have to find less pasteurized cream, because ultra pasteurized cream, the milk proteins are just too far broken down. Which is fine. Like, I'd rather have safe milk than be able to make this recipe. But dang it, I want to make clotted cream for myself because it was so tasty when I tried it. You understand, right? I appreciate that you can shovel snow when there's snow. But I do have a very mild beef that you can't, like, shovel your walkways if you, like, place walkways. Alright, let's release the steam vent and probably burn ourselves terribly. Because that is a skill. Alright, grab all the servings. And put that away. And we're gonna cook. Let's do nasi lemak. We'll do all the coconut things. Oh, and then while it's cooking, you can clean the counter. Oh, release the steam vent, my love. Alright. Grab all the servings and put them away. And then we'll do samosa soup. Then depending on the time when we finish this dish, we will be able to hit the night market. This should go much quicker now. Would I have preferred to do it without the cheat code? Yes, but the sheer volume of Sims we know as Douglas, because of our previous aspirations, there is a very real chance that there are no Sims to meet with this trait. And if there are Sims with that trait, there's a good chance that we've already introduced ourselves to them before we did this aspiration. It was just, we were going to... I'm not doing another 6-hour episode. I'm not doing another 6-hour recording session. I'm just not. Now watch me not be able to find a tassel. Make a snow angel. While your food cooks. Instead of shoveling. A man living his best life. Alright, let's get all of this samosa soup put away. We're gonna pitch so much food from this household. There's no way we can eat it all in time. Alright. Put that away. We'll take a peek at your needs. I mean, we have to buy food there, so let's just use the toilet and get on the road. Alright. To the night market. Alright, we need to buy a food and we need to buy a shirt. The shirts, I believe, are at this stall. Buy local attire. Do we want a layered halter top or a striped shirt? Let's get the layered halter. That's a whole thing. The way that lady was just super ominously standing over the other lady.
Tu bao saba? Oh, dorme.
Alright, let's buy food. Hello Hello is a little rainbow all in a single dish. This tasty mix of flavors is a Filipino summertime treat made by combining shaved ice, gulaman, fruits like jackfruit, bananas, mango, kamote, and sweet beans, along with young coconut, tapioca, ube jam, I don't know if that's something called ube jam or jam made with ube, flan, and ice cream. To sum it up, once you've tried halo halo, your life will certainly be sweeter all around. And then bibingka. Bibingka is a Filipino dessert combining fermented sticky rice, or galapong, with sugar and coconut milk that's often baked, wrapped in banana leaves, and served as a wonderful winter holiday treat. That sounds yummy, and it's nice and... It is the middle of winter for this guy. I think we're going to go with a warm dessert rather than a shaved ice dessert. Okay, we need to collect a unique tassel. We need to explore the cave. We need to go to the tiger sanctuary. Can we travel? What time does the tiger sanctuary close? Alright. The tiger sanctuary is near here. There's the statue we need. We'll come back to you. I lived around here. I could never find it then either. There she is. Daylight hours, so we're gonna have to hit it like immediately upon 6 p.m. Because there are no daylight hours when we can leave There are no easy daylight hours, I should say. I do love this statue. The Great Mother, Kunmei, lived a long and fruitful life, serving her people. The Tomarani people still honor her and the oath to the tigers of mutual protection. Legend says her soul continues to pass through the generations of tigers and that come after her. If you keep an eye out, you might catch her watching from the brush, ensuring her promise is kept. Others say the glowing eyes are an omen of the beast's inevitable return. Regardless, Kunmei lives on, in truth and in legend, as the Great Mother of Tomarong. Okay, we can't do the tiger stuff. But I believe this is where you swim across to get to the cave. Yes. And the temperature is only cool and not cold. Alright, let's explore this cave, my boy. Don't freeze to death. Oh, you're such a fast swimmer. We need 3 unique tassels. We are getting cold. Explore the cave, quick. We only have half an hour. And you changed back into your swimsuits. Now we're uncomfortably cold. Making his way into the cave, Douglas realizes the rocky surfaces around him are quite slippery from the recent high tide. Stopping to take stock of the situation, something catches his attention. Way up above, there appears to be a relatively dry ledge that snakes around out of sight. It's perilous, but could he make the climb? The cave also stretches onward dead ahead and looks like it might dry out in the not so far distance. He'd just have to make it over these treacherous rocks. Let's get to the ledge. Douglas hooked the wall up and down, carefully plotting out a course with sturdy-looking handholds. He slowly made his way up, hand over hand, until hoisting himself onto the ledge. It was narrow, but relatively sturdy. So back against the wall, he shuffled forward, eventually coming to a small opening. "Well, I've made it this far," he said quietly to himself, and crawled forward. Blinking away the sunlight, Douglas seems to be on a small platform overlooking the water in the direction of Kosh Sapa. The crystalline waters glisten in the sunlight as fish make their way through it. Birds are soaring through the air in nearby trees, chirping wildly. The city looks picturesque in the distance, like a living postcard. What an amazing little spot. Real quick, I'm looking for digging sand pile. I'm just looking for the little sand piles because we need to find unique tassels, and sand piles are one of the places you can get tassels and marbles, because I don't want to just buy them at the night market. Don't see many sand piles right now though. Oh, another cool thing is if you sit and watch the cave, you can see the bats coming and going. We found another tassel. Just doing a quick check in the poopy lighting for another diggy spot before we go home. This lighting is pretty bad because it is late at night. Oh well, we made good progress. Alright, let's grab some food. And tonight we'll go straight to the Tiger Sanctuary. Dang, you fill out that bathing suit good, sir. Oh, it's New Year's Eve. Alright, let's practice singing for the festive, and then we'll make a New Year's resolution to complete an aspiration milestone. We're not going to be able to count down to midnight. Alright, take a shower. And then we'll get in the garden. And then we will kill time for nearly 12 hours. And then the moment the clock strikes 6, we'll get on the road in hopes of hitting the shelter while the time is up. Okay, stay paused. Let's try sneaking in, I guess. It says choose to visit, but if we can't leave at a specific time, maybe this will count. Let's claim to be looking for a lost item. We are temporarily banned. Fabulous. Alright. Let's hit the beach and hunt for tassels. I think we may have picked an aspiration we can't actually do, because I forgot about it only being open during daylight hours. We found a purple tassel, but we already had a purple tassel, so it doesn't count. Let's cross the water. Oh gosh, it's already 11. We took a lot of time at the Tiger Sanctuary. Oops. I'm gonna go in the rules because I am quite obviously willing to be a little bit looser this close to the end. How are your needs, sweetness? Your needs are perfect, so just, I guess, do what you want to do. Alright, medium modes hours are 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. and 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Yeah, it is only hard mode that is stuck to after dark hours. Oh, are you chatting with Babs? Are we getting along better with Babs while she's dead than we did while she was alive? That's fabulous. Oh, and it's spring. Winter flew by. And I believe all of these are out of season in the spring. Yeah. So none of the fruit trees are going right now. Alright, so for one day, we're going to go out between 9 a.m. and 3 p.m. instead of between 6 p.m. and 11 p.m. Alright. Let's go see if we are still banned from the Tiger Sanctuary, because apparently we need to visit instead of sneak in. Oops. Okay, we are temporarily banned. So for the time being, we're going to do 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. instead of 6 to 11. We're just going to go by the medium time slot instead of the hard time slot, because I think that's fairly equivalent. There are so many cool statues around here. Okay. No thank you. I don't want to go to the flea market. Alright, that's everything except for the Tiger Sanctuary. So, since we're no longer out for purposes of our aspiration, we'll go home. And then tomorrow we'll go out at 9. And then the next day we'll go out at 9. I don't know what to do with our time. Let's keep working on that logic skill. We've almost got it maxed. Alright, that's max logic. Congratulations. Alright. Got 5-ish hours with not to do. Actually, let's take down let's take down the decorations. Alright, that's after 9 a.m. Let's go see if we can get into the sanctuary. Let's see if we're still banned. Alright, back home to do nothing. Hey, Sergio. You want to upcycle? Oh, but Foodies Unite does seem to be more Douglas's style. He does do a lot of cooking. Alright, that's after 7 a.m. Not our notebook, silly me. Let's see if we can get into the Tiger Sanctuary. Please, please, please. We've been such a good boy. I mean, it said a day or two. It's been over 48 hours. We should be able to get there. And I cannot remember if this is the last thing the aspiration needs, or if there is another tier after this. The distant sound of tigers roaring filters through the dense trees, but Douglas is unable to spot any. Squinting and squirming to get a better view, there's still nowhere in sight. The tigers seem to be doing their thing, so he should too and try to enjoy what is around. I'm just going to kick back and listen to the tigers. What a bummer. Not only did he not see any tigers, but they all clammed right up to sullen and cranky. He missed the rest of nature's offerings as he stomped away. And that is aspiration completed. And that is the Asylum challenge. We don't have to worry about going home, because we're free. Douglas is the final sim of the challenge because of Babs's unfortunate demise. What is our reward trait that we got? Tomarong expert. These sims are better at cooking Tomarongi cuisine, finding tassels, and getting along with sims with the child of the village trait. They'll be more successful when exploring the cave and the sanctuary. Well, while he sings London Bridges Falling Down, I am going to say our goodbyes. I am debating remodeling the asylum and moving everybody back in, or moving Douglas and taking Babs's grave and leaving the asylum to Ulrich. Either way, I want to give the building a revamp, either into its best spooky castle aesthetic, or into something more elegant and fancy. Let me know in the comments what you think. But thank you guys so much. This has been, like, I am halfway through the Not So Berry challenge, and this is the grindiest challenge I have ever done. Like, I thought the single father challenge was hard, but this is, wow. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you had fun with this. I had fun even with the grind. But it is over. It is done. Have a happy time zone wherever it is over. It is done. Yes, Frida, we're gonna go to GeekCon with you. As always, the rules of the challenge are in the description below. If you have enjoyed this, please consider leaving a like, a comment, maybe subscribe, and ring the notification bell to bring you back for more Sims challenges. We will be back next week remodeling the old salt house for our not-so-berry family to move into after Copper ages up. But for today, we're done. So have a happy time zone wherever in the world you are, and I will see you guys next time.